Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be sharing a very tragic story with you of a Karen who took things too far. On the screen you see this white woman. She's a white Texas woman, and she is walking her dog, and she spots this black homeless woman on the ground talking to herself. I guess this Karen was agitated because witnesses say that she shot and killed this woman. Even surveillance cameras seem to show the same thing. So right now I'm going to show or share with you some audio concerning this situation, and I will be right back.
Initially, Fessus told authorities that she was walking her dog when she was attacked or aggressively approached by citizen. The woman, who is white, said that's when she opened fire, shooting the victim at least once. According to court documents obtained by the Houston Chronicle, following the slaying, Fessus went home to her apartment located behind the business. After stashing away her firearm and changing her clothes, she phoned authorities to notify them of her involvement. However, investigators say that according to a nearby surveillance video and multiple witnesses who identified Fessus as the shooter, the woman was actually walking her dog when she spotted citizens sitting on a curb talking to herself, and then shot her. One man who claimed to witness the incident said he tried to perform CPR on the victim, but emergency medical services pronounced her dead at the scene. Elsewhere, another man claiming to be the boyfriend of the deceased told authorities that he was lying down while citizen was talking to herself, something he said she routinely did during her mental health crisis. He told cops that's when Fessus walked up to them. The unidentified man said words were exchanged, and then Fessus fired her handgun. He says when he asked citizen if she was hit, she confirmed before falling to the ground. There were some discrepancies in Fessus' story, who later told cops that citizen came at me. She also told authorities that the displaced woman said to her, "There is one of those diseased white people." Fessus was released on a $75,000 bond on Tuesday. She made a court appearance Wednesday, when her public defender successfully opposed prosecutors' request to have the judge impose a curfew and house arrest on Fessus as conditions of her bond.
Okay, so you've heard some of the details of what's going on. I want to say this. Many of you refuse to understand what we've been trying to say for so long on this channel. Whenever I quote the scripture, "We wrestle not against flesh and blood," I'm trying to tell y'all that a lot of people are occupied. When I say occupied, I'm talking about demonic infiltration or suggestion. Now, when you look at the two women on the screen here, the woman on the right, the one who is the victim in this, so she was killed, she was a homeless woman. And witnesses say that she talks to herself. As a matter of fact, her male friend that I guess they're homeless together stated that she talks to herself often. So she was probably being tormented herself by demonic spirits. The woman on the left, on the other hand, she had a very different spirit on her. She had a murdering demonic spirit on her because, according to witnesses, allegedly she had no reason to kill that woman. She was walking her dog, and the black woman was talking to herself as she always does, according to witnesses. As a matter of fact, a lot of homeless people do that because there are reasons why people are homeless. Not every homeless situation is the same, but many times they are battling things mentally. Okay? And that appears to be what was going on with this woman here. But this Karen was triggered by something. There was already this very dark spirit present in her. And anyone who's been alive for the past 400 or 500 years know that there is already racial tension, especially between black and white. Especially. Okay? And so it's not a far reach to say that this was racially driven. Of course, a lot of people say, well, you can't say that. It's easy for someone who looks like the woman on the left to say that we can't say it was a racial motivation behind this, because they are not the ones who constantly have to see loved ones or people within our communities suffering at the hands of people who look like the woman on the left because of skin color. No other reason but skin color. We're talking about skin color here. Okay? And so this Karen was pushed over the edge by whatever demonic presence was speaking to her. So there's a whole lot going on here. This is why I often talk about we wrestle not against flesh and blood, because I want you to know that there are people who are tormented by demons, or being influenced by demons, or people who are being controlled by demons. This stuff is very real. I know you all want to say, well, the woman on the right, she just has mental illness. The woman on the left, she was just angry or afraid. We want to try to attribute it to some type of human malfunction, when really it is a very, very strong evidence, very strong evidence that this was all demonically orchestrated. The whole thing. And as we often say too on the channel, that whenever there's a situation where someone loses their life, for whatever reason, the angel of death was dispatched to that location. That in and of itself is frightening, and it's very sad, because the Bible tells us that it is once unto man to die, is once appointed unto man to die. And after that, after death, comes judgment. So another day here in America and in the world where a tragic outcome, because people don't know how to bring their thoughts into captivity. So I'm done with this story. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this very, very tragic and sad story. This woman losing her life because someone else lost their mind. I mean, it is what it is, family. These are the things that we see on a daily basis in this country and around the world. And until the world repents, we're only going to see it get worse and worse. Anyways, I want to know what your thoughts are in the comment section. But until next time, we hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it, like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.